No rush. Yeah, that's right.
Did you have to take another test?
You picked the wrong user account. It's loading right now. You had the wrong user account. You had RDY.
You fixed it?
Yeah, it's moving.
You're the best.
It's moving along.
We still have 2 minutes. It's okay. That's pointed at you. Why is someone coming in?
How lucky are you, young lady?
So much for the
Go.
So if this is a string, there's a lot of space to do about it. There's a lot of talking. Those of you watching on the streaming, we're sorry that it's taking so long to figure out, but it is. Those of you who are live, Shabbat Shalom. He's rocking so hard that his guitar strap came off. That's the way we roll. Really? That comes from, as you may know, Psalm 137. Words, as you may know, how good and pleasant is it for all gather in unity. Those words mean so much this week, especially this month. Gathering together. Gather together. With the rules of the park, all the rules we need, the sunlight on your backs, our faces, and getting ready to celebrate Shabbat together. As some of you eat, as if it's Yom Kippur. We are going to invite. I need volunteers. It's like, volunteer? Now, because I've been to camp before, and because I can feel what the weather is like, my guess is
I don't know where to share this to.
now I say
It's on
that
Zoom,
because in
but I
my
need to
household
share
it's
it
my
with
job
screen
to be
spot.
wrong.
Oh, yeah.
So when he gets a
So
break,
if
he
I am
gives
wrong
back to me
about
so he
this,
can
we'll
fix
all
up
be
on
happy.
stuff.
But if I'm right about this, we will know that the light of Shabbat goes on in our hearts. And that's okay. That's right.
Share content?
No, that's for screen sharing.
What do you do? Here from here.
It's live streaming somewhere. It's live streaming and recording. So worst case scenario, we'll post the recording after.
Okay.
And worst case scenario, they all just are watching the recording and heard me say that.
Yes.
We love you.
That's okay. We have sparked the light of Shabbat. We have sparked the light of Shabbat, and it lights, and it is a light in our hearts. Want to lead us anywhere? Sure. While you're up, if you want to move a little closer so you can hear better, you're welcome to do that. It's just, you know, I'm really only trying to make things easier for you. I'm doing this because I care about you. Once you have moved your chair to a comfortable seat, isn't that nice? And now it's just like we're talking.
As far as you can go, though, because otherwise we're gonna block the whole universe.
Now, if you are near your children, put your hands on your children. And if you're not near your children, go to the podium. If you're not near your children, you could think about them.
Want to go to your mama?
And if you have, Charlie,
Charlie,
what are your mom? She's good hearing.
Oh, okay.
See, sometimes they come to you. If you have your hands on a girl child, repeat after me. Yesimet, Elohim, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, Rachel, Milka, Zilpa. Means may God bless you like Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, Rachel, Bilhah, and Zilpa, our great ancestral mothers. And if you have your hand on a boy child, repeat after me. Yesimcha.
Yesimcha.
Elohim.
Elohim.
Ephraim.
Ephraim.
Umenashe.
Menashe.
Means let may God bless you like Ephraim and Menashe. And for everyone, don't go away. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha. May God's radiance shine on you and be gracious. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God's face turn towards you and grant you peace. And the blessing is only finished after you seal it. You have to sing it.
You're in the thing, yeah, sing. You're in sync. Adonai echad, Shema echad, Hashem u'tiferet, ולתפילה. יאי לה לך אדוני, לה לקראת שלום, לה בני שבת, בני שבת נקרא לקראת שבת, לך ונלכה, הנה קור הברכה, מראש מקדש סוף מעשה במחשבה תהילה. יאי לקראת עתיד, לקראת חלום, בני שבת, בני שבת נקרא בואי בשלום, הטרף עלה בשמחה, גם בשמחה, ובצפונה, עמודי, עמסלונה, בואי קלה, בואי קלה, יאי לך אדוני, לקראת שלום, בני שבת, בני שבת נקרא אדוני, לקראת שלום, בני שבת, בני שבת נקרא.
Sometimes the song has its natural course, and sometimes the kahal decides when to move on. I guess it was too long for you.
We are ready for Baruch. Don't stay standing, we're good. I will win night. Night becomes day. Day turns to night. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam
It's not their responsibility. Thompson maintains soil line connections on their property. Thompson can't because his connection is part of another property, and there was no agreement to jointly maintain it back in 1931. He's left paying about $2,400 a year to have roots cut in the line of the sewage fund, and that is And the bottom line here is this situation is one of those situations.
Diana to join RDY Zoom.
Discussing legal options with the attorney, and question whether or not he has a legal claim to be considered.
in a minute.
Got it. Here we go. No, but I gotta take care of it.
Oh, Liana is already singing.
She knows.
Yeah, you ready?
That
Ready to cross?
Mikamola.
This is again one of those songs that we're supposed to be sitting for it, but it's never made sense to me.
You're welcome to dance. Oh, say, oh, say,
We bring it down a little, even though we're, according to the way the sun is looking, we have quite some time before we actually go to sleep. But we still hope this blessing lasts until then. The blessing asking that God protect our souls as we sleep.
Hashivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshano Hamidenu Shomreinu Spread the shelter of your peace for us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Ashkenazu Adonai, Eloheinu Leshalom, Hamidenu Shomreinu. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Leshalom, Hamidenu Shomreinu. Now we're ready for our joyful song. The Shabbat, is everyone ready? B'nai Yisrael, Oti Leolam, Leshamru, B'nai Yisrael, Et HaShabbat, La'asot et HaShabbat, Et Otam Be'olam. Kishishet Yomim, Asa Adonai, Et HaShamayim, Ve'et ha'aretz ve'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha'shabbat va'asot et ha'shabbat v'yom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinachash Shabbat vayinachash Shabbat vayinachash
Surprise! Not surprise, please rise.
She knew.
She like that.
That was a good Adonai, Eloheinu, Eloheinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Elohei Bilhah, Elohei Zilpah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor VaHaNorah,
Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Nekonei Hakol, Zocher Hasdei Avot Imamot, Meri Geula Livnei Bneihem, L'man Shemo Ve'ahava, Melech Normally, I would say take a moment for your own personal prayers, and when you're finished, be seated. And this is still true, but I will also add, look around, take it in. This is a beautiful space. Take a moment to enjoy the trees, feel the wind, feel the warmth of the sun, and relax, like Liana says. And when you're ready, you may.
Not too many. I think that's it. That's
You're ready for ready already, right? While we have our deepest prayers in our hearts, take to mind those in our community, those in our lives who need a Shabbat of healing. If you have the name of someone you're thinking of right now, say their name aloud. If you're online, type their name in the chat function.
May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Bless those in need of healing. The renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
those whose names we say aloud and all those whose names remain in our hearts be blessed with complete healing as we say together. So, long. Many years ago, there was a man named Isaac who lived in Fountain Valley. Isaac was a wonderful person. He was kind and compassionate. He was dedicated to the Jewish community. But as wise and kind as he wasn't the most business savvy individual, and he couldn't hold the kind of job that would make him the kind of money that would help his family live comfortably. In fact, he wasn't just not comfortable, he was poor. And watching his family live through poverty tormented him night after night. One night, Isaac had a dream. It was so strange, so incredible, so realistic, he couldn't get it out of his mind. He dreamed that hidden on a riverbank in a far-off city was a buried treasure. In his dream, he kept seeing the exact spot where the treasure was located. It was in the shadow of a bridge that led right to the White House. Now, in Isaac's dream, a voice kept telling him, "Rise and go to Washington, and there you will find a great treasure." Well, he knew that was a crazy dream, but he kept dreaming it. He couldn't get it out of his mind. Finally, feeling so powerfully overwhelmed by this dream, he decided to follow it. Packed his things, he said goodbye to his family, and he started making his way towards Washington, D.C.
D.C.?
Yeah, D.C.
I know what that means.
District of Columbia. Instinctively, when he got there, Isaac just knew where to go. His feet led him right to the bridge, which led to the White House. Everything he saw was exactly as it was in his dream. River, the bridge, the big white building, even the shadow under the bridge that he knew was where the treasure was. There was one problem. The bridge was guarded. That scared Isaac. He didn't know what to do about it. So he sat down, staring at the bridge, staring at the guards. He was scared because he didn't know whether or not he would be shot because he looked suspicious. Isaac was filled with despair, and in his fear, he just was frozen to the spot. He just sat there for days as he tried to figure out how to divert the guard's attention so he could get to the treasure. But his ideas were all useless, and he was greatly saddened that he had come all this way for nothing. To make matters worse, while he was thinking, he thought back to the dream, and he realized that he never dreamt that the treasure was in his hands. And that made him a little depressed because he was worried he would never actually have it. That day, when he started to feel those really despairing thoughts, one of the guards approached Isaac and said, "You've been here for several days. You've done nothing wrong, but you're just here. What are you doing? Are you waiting for someone or something?" Feeling hopeless, Isaac told the guard the truth. He told her about his dream and his belief that if he came to this spot, a treasure would be waiting for him. He was a little embarrassed, and Isaac said, "I guess I got fooled by my own dream." The guard said, "Well, dreams are like that. And it's kind of funny you should say it because I've had a dream. And I've been dreaming about a treasure as well. In my dream, kind of like yours, I go to a far-off city, and I go to this house of a wise man, and I look underneath the hearth of the home where the fireplace is, and I find a buried treasure. Who am I to believe such a dream? I'd be laughed out of this post if I told anyone about it." Isaac started thinking, and he asked, "A certain house? A wise man?" "Yeah," said the guard. "It's called Valley something or something Valley, and I go to a certain house where a man named Isaac or something like that lives. I know it's crazy. Who am I to go all the way across the country to find some man I don't know and ask to dig in his house?" Isaac knew immediately what to do. He spent his last dime to take the next flight home, ran into his house and started digging under the fireplace. Sure enough, there was a huge chest full of buried treasure, enough to solve his family's financial problems forever. They'd been close to him for most of his life. He just had to look for it. Thank God for this amazing providence. Isaac built his family a big building right where he lived with the hope that one day he would be able to sell it to a synagogue. And that is the very spot on Talbot Avenue where we built CBT. It's true. We are going to invite anyone up here who has a birthday or anniversary in May. Charlie, is your birthday in May? Okay. May 29th? April 29th? Close enough. It was just last week. Come on up, Charlie. Hey, John's in May. If you're sitting next to someone whose birthday is in May, please gently shove them this way. Any anniversaries in May? My anniversary. It's also my wife's. All right, Charlie, come here. Is your birthday, May? All right. Charlie, can you hold my hand? Thank you. You want to hold this hand too? No? Okay, stranger danger. That's all good. Shalom, Master. Blessing. Grant us success and health and happiness on this next trip around the sun. May we be blessed with positive growth and things, and may we start feeling ourselves again, start feeling renewed into a new normal, into a world full of opportunities like this and more as we stay together. Happy birthdays! Happy birthday! Put a good start.
Hey, happy birthday, Papa.
What's that? You what? Yes, you can go back.
That was our special.
That's all she wanted to do. Was go back.
Oh, I love it. Charlotte's like,
Please rise for a lady.
Lady the Shabbat, Lahaton, Hakul, Latate Gedula, Leo celebration. Shalom, Asanu, Kigoye, Haratzot, Elo Samanu, Mishpechot Ha'adama, Shalom, Samfel Kedu Hahem, Legoralinu, Echol Hamonam, Ba'anachnu Korim, Umishtachavi Umorim, Lifnei Melech, Malachei HaMachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Ne'emar B'Hayach Adonai, Le'melech al kol ha'aretz, Hayom hahu, Yihyeh Adonai echad, U'shamo echad.
My thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. We remember the holy martyrs of every age of Jewish memory, from the Crusades to the Inquisition, from the English expulsion to the Russian pogroms, from the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem to the destruction of communities in the Holocaust. Remember those who have given their lives for our nation and for the defense of the state of Israel. We also take to heart the 428 Americans who lost their lives this week to gun violence. As we remember them all, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss of life. Think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us and those who died at this season in years past. This week we are observing Shloshim, remembering the recent death of John Van Sluten, Larry Dratch. We're also remembering those whose yahrzeit, the anniversary of their death, falls this week. Yitzhak Bejarano, Daniel Bornehi, Maury Candiati, Doris Flanagan, Edward Lee Frumhoff, Charlie Galen, Honey Rose Gilbert, Richard Inlander, Dorothy Karasik, Gloria Karp, Rosalind Karp, Seymour Katz, Lillian Fendel Kemeny, Selma Litch, Trudy Mazer, Lane Lunas, Sarah Nodif, Bela Pellman, Dorothy Pinkham, Max Rogoff, Larry Schnitzer, Tauba Schwartz, Samuel Schupper, Julius Travitz, Edwin Morton Tucker, Lois Tucker, David Borshowski, Anna Weintraub, Spencer Willens. Any other names for Kaddish this evening? Memories of all of them are with us. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled. We join together. Kaddish Haton, Mourner's Kaddish. Nadal, Kadash, Shmei Rabbah, Me'almadi, Barach, Yotei, Yamlich, Mofutei, Chayefon, Yomefon, Chayeda, Beit Yisrael, Agalah, Bizman, Karim, Bimru, Hey, Shmei Rabbah, Me'barach, Me'olam, Lonei, Almayah, Barach, Mishtabach, Yitahar, Yitromam, Yitnaseh, Yithadar, Yitalem, Yitalal, Shemei, Kedusha, Le'ela, Mikol, Yirchatam, Shiratam, Tushkatam, Nechamatam, Tamiran, Be'alma, Yehei, Shlama, Rabbah, Mishmaya, V'chayim Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Yibru, Shalom, Yibru, Uyaseh Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. May the Holy One bring peace to us, to all Israel, and to all the world, to which we say, Amen. I'll do announcements. If you have a program, if you don't, they're over there. You can take one on your way out. There are lots and lots of great, amazing things happening in May. Not the least of which is our congregational meeting, which you cannot miss. I mean, you talk about a good time. Congregational meeting is always, it's like congregational meeting, Mardi Gras, Vegas, you know. So please join us for that. It's awesome.
May 22nd.
Like I would
At what time, Rabbi?
May 22nd at 10 a.m. right before the congregational picnic. We also, next Friday is a celebratory Shabbat where anyone who wanted to celebrate in person during COVID but could not, b'nai mitzvah, baby naming, wedding, whatever it is. What?
Big anniversary.
Big anniversary. We come to services on May 13th. We're going to do one big community aliyah. We're going to bench Gomel together, and it's going to be an amazing Shabbat service and a couple of surprises that I think you will enjoy.
Including an outdoor.
Oh yeah, not a surprise. Outdoor oneg. Outdoor oneg.
All summer, right, Rabbi?
What?
All summer outdoor events?
All summer out, sure.
Yeah.
All summer long outdoor oneg.
Yeah.
And then May 27th and May 29th, like all kinds of things happening all throughout the month of May, where every day is made it.
Every day.
Made it. Cool.
Yes, yes it is.
All right, we will. We're gonna finish with Oseh Shalom, followed by Kiddush and Motzi. If you're under 13, get ready to help me with Kiddush and Motzi.
Oseh Shalom Livrova, Yahaseh Shalom Aleinu, Le'avo Yisrael, Le'avo Yoshei Tevel, Le'yimu. Amen. Oseh Shalom Livrova. Yahaseh Shalom Aleinu, Le'avo Yisrael, Le'avo Yoshei Tevel, Le'yimu. Amen. Shalom Aleinu, Le'avo Yisrael, Le'avo Yoshei Tevel, Le'yimu. Amen.
If you are under 13, come over here and help me with the juice. If you would. Yeah, come on. I see you, baby. Come on up. Danya, come on over here. I need your help.
Come on, friends.
Okay. Turn around that way. Show everyone the juice.
They see it? Move it.
Move it.
Okay, you're almost there. Gotta see our cool crew, kiddos. Oh, Yana and everybody, remember juice first.
Okay, ready?
Juice. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Baruch atah Adonai.
Eloheinu melech haolam.
Borei b'ri ha'gafen. Baruch atah Adonai. Eloheinu melech haolam.
Asher quichanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu.
Shabbat kodsho. Ve'ahava u'ratzon hinilanu. Zikaron le'maaseh bereishit. Dibu yom tefillah. Amikrae kodesh. Zecher letziyah. Mitzrayim. Iranu b'charta. Etanu kidashta. Mikol ha'amim. V'shabbat kodshecha. Ve'ahava u'ratzon v'natanu. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Ready for call, everybody? We're ready for our gorgeous Shabbat. Oh my goodness.
Everybody come close.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's a chocolate challah.
all right, 1, 2, 3.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Bailey, you can hand that out. Now, yesterday was the 5th of May, rendered in Spanish as Cinco de Mayo, which to Americans means tacos, margaritas, and well, I guess that's it. Often confused for Mexican Independence Day, it's not. It's actually the day the Mexican army under command of Ignacio Zaragoza defeated the French army at Puebla. The significance of this battle as the Mexican worked towards independence from from the French was actually zero. Nothing. All it did was buoy the spirits of the flagging Mexican army and people. But it did likely help the people of the United States, because had the French not been busy with Mexico, they would likely have aided the Confederacy in our Civil War. So perhaps the day to enjoy tacos and margaritas in the California sun is a good thing, even if it is not on a Tuesday. But as fast as my teenagers clear a plate of taquitos, Cinco de Mayo is gone, not to return for another year. Not so for Shabbat. Shabbat will be back in una semana, and it will be muy bien, estoy seguro. We look forward to seeing you live or online next week and every week. Muchas gracias for being here tonight. And Shabbat Shalom.
Please enjoy some snacks. Hang out as long as you want. It's got a little chilly, but please enjoy. There's cookies and there's also challah, so come enjoy.